Good morning, Desert Edge. I'm your student body president, Jocelyn Cardenas.
And I'm your student body activities director, Jordan Lakin.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Now it's time for Detv.
Coming up on today's show, there has been a last-minute change in the midterm exam schedule. We will have the details.
And it's football fever on D's campus, and we'll have some info about tonight's state final game.
And we look at one teacher who is the center of a lot of the sports programs on campus. All that plus history, weather, sports, and a ton of fun coming up on today's show. Hello, Desert Edge. Today is Friday, December 6, 2019. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Michael. We have a ton of fun lined up for today's show, Zoe.
Absolutely, Michael. And everyone is super excited about the big football game tonight.
Zoe, since it's Friday, let's make the show a little bit more fun. And I bet you lunch that I can speak in a funny action the whole show without cracking up longer than you can.
You're on, Michael. I forgot my lunch money, so this is perfect. I wonder what lunch Michael will be buying me today. Let's see what's for lunch today. Today's hot lunch is Domino's pizza, spinach salad with assorted dressing, and a Jell-O fruit salad.
It's always great to have a taste of Italy for lunch, but now it's time for a great taste of some daily trivia with today's question of the day.
Today's question turns back the clock to some classic Christmas movies. Today's question is, which movie had the highest Rotten Tomato percentage rating? Is it A, Polar Express, B, Home Alone 1, C, The Santa Claus starring Tim Allen, or D, How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey?
Ooh, that sure is a tough one, Zoe.
Sure is, Michael.
We'll have the answer for you at the end of today's show.
For now, let's move on to today's announcements. For the upcoming winter season, Yearbook will be having a couple of fundraisers. The first one is the winter photo booth. The photo booth will be in the courtyard from December 9th through the 13th. It will be $1 per picture, 50 cents to take your own. For students who are camera shy but like to eat, Yearbook will be also having a fundraiser night. Students can enjoy Chicago and Italian favorites at Portillo's on December 18th from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. and support DE Yearbook at the same time.
Speaking of yearbook, there's still time for seniors to get their pictures taken for the yearbook. Seniors must have all their photos taken at Duke Photography by Sunday, January 12, 2020 in order to meet the DE deadline. January 12th is still a while away, so seniors will have plenty of time to meet the deadline.
There has been a last-minute change on the exam dates for the midterms. December 18th through the 20th will be half-days. Wednesday the 18th is not a late start and will be midterms for first and second hour. Thursday will be exams for third and fourth hour, and Friday will be exams for fifth and sixth hour. For today's Friday show, we have a teacher feature.
This specific teacher plays a big role in some of Desert Edge sports programs. Let's take a look.
At Desert Edge High School, sports are a high priority to the students and culture of the school, and at the center of multiple sports programs is one man. His name is Noah Bleckner, and on top of being an Algebra 1 and 2 teacher with over 100 students, he coaches multiple teams for Desert Edge.
I coach golf and soccer here at Desert Edge High School.
And having played these sports himself in high school, he is far from lacking in experience. He knows exactly what he's doing and what his team needs to do to succeed.
What makes a soccer team successful is getting the team to bond together, to grow together, to work together as one. In golf, it's a little bit more of a individual sport, so it's more how can each player improve to improve their score, what kind of combination of kids can I use out there to help improve our team score overall.
His soccer team also made playoffs for the first time in 7 years, and he's very confident and hopeful in their abilities this year.
For soccer, I think, the sky's the limit for us. How well we can do depends on how the kids respond to, we got a new head varsity coach this year, respond to each other, come together. Like I said already, we won, or we were able to make playoffs last year for the first time. So this year, I have full confidence we can read regions.
All in all, we appreciate his willingness and dedication to coaching the programs, and the school can't wait to see what's next in store for the soccer and golf team. This is James Bone.
sports programs that Mr. Buckner coaches have had a great success. Our football team is on their way to the state championships tonight.
You're darn right, Zoe. We got Ryan in our sports center to talk more about that.
Thanks, guys. Today is a big state final football game. Students need to be sure to turn in permission slips to ride the Spirit Bus by the end of the power hour today. Because tonight our D Scorpions are playing against the Mesquite Wildcats at Willow Canyon High School. No slip, no ride, and this is going to be a game not to be missed. Those riding the Spirit Bus must ride the bus back to the school after the game. The game starts at 7, and remember to bring a sweater as it will likely be cold out there. Other news, all 3 of our boys basketball teams won their games recently. Boys basketball hosted Yonker at home last night and raked in dubs like leaves in the fall. Shea Kane led the way with 26 points, and Amari Hunter had 22 on the night. Dom Benars had 17 points. The Scorpions crushed Yonker by a score of 100-69. JV took in a win too by ousting Yonker by a score of 72-60, and the freshman team also racked the dub by narrowly winning with a score of 46-41. While the boys hosted Yonker last night, our ladies brought the fight to Yonker's turf. The freshman girls began the night in a close game. Galea Steele, Simone Mack, and Samantha Jimenez had a few great steals that led to layups. Solid defense led DE to a 22-24 victory with Rihanna Campbell scoring 7 points. JV team didn't have as much luck against losing 24-33, despite Vanna Black finishing with 9 points and Kalea Steele and Rihanna Campbell each with 4 points on the night. In varsity action, the girls won their game by a score of 71-43. A strong second quarter propelled the team to a 39-14 lead at halftime. Haley Montano had a career high scoring 31 points, so DE had a pretty great run of wins, and hopefully the football team will score dub 2 tonight. That's all from me. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, Ryan.
Now it's time to go back in time with our historian, Vaughn.
Today we look back to December 6, 1884, with the completion of one of the world's most famous monuments. This, of course, was the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. The Washington Monument took 36 years to be built, with construction starting in 1876. The monument was built as a tribute to George Washington's military leadership within the Revolutionary War. I've never been to D.C., but I know if I ever go to D.C., the Washington Monument will definitely be something I go to see. One thing I still wonder, though, is how much does the Washington Monument weigh? Probably a Washington, but that's it for me. Back to you.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Well, y'all have some time to think about today's question of the day. The question was, which movie had the highest Rotten Tomato percentage rating? Is it A, Polar Express, B, The First Home Alone, C, Santa Claus starring Tim Allen, or D, How the Grinch Stole Christmas starring Jim Carrey?
And the answer is C, The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. This movie had a Rotten Tomato rating of 74%. With this 3-movie series, the average tomato rating is 49% per movie. Well, that does it for today.
Remember, you can send us requests, suggestions, and story ideas and announcements to detv2012@gmail.com.
Until next time, I'm Zoe.
And I'm Michael. Y'all have a great day.